Hello, we are live, Nance.
Hello,
And I'm John, of course.
and I'm Nancy.
And we're J&N Travels. This is our informal live that we're trying to get established on Wednesdays. We're going to try and keep it the Wednesdays if we can do it around work. Yeah. This is your chance and our chance to try and keep each other up to date on the travel news. Hopefully the internet will stay on. We get major predictions of big 50-mile-an-hour winds coming in. They said from 2 to midnight, so you could lose us at any time. And as the picture's a little fuzzy. So can you tell me if you're hearing us okay at least? And hopefully the picture will clear itself up. Let's see, pretty, okay. All right, so what I'd like to do each week is just I pull out some travel news from the internet and stuff and throw it out there. And if my facts are wrong, correct me. If you can add to it, that'd be great. And then we'll all be that much wiser.
Well, I want to welcome in our people that have joined us. Let's see, who do we have? We have Fisher Fun Ventures.
Let's go back to the top.
Let's go back to the top,
right,
yes.
So first in the house was...
First in the house.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Sean and Casey on vacay mode, and they are a moderator. Thanks, Sean and Casey. Cruisers. Thank you for joining us. Judea Carmack, Raley Creative Travel, another moderator. Thank you for joining us today on this lovely Wednesday. Sailing away with T&K and Fisher Fun Ventures. Did I miss anybody? Nautical Nurse Nancy just joined us. Hi, Nautical Nurse Nancy. And D Incognito.
Nancy's mowing the lawn right now.
Oh my gosh.
And D Incognito. Welcome, everyone.
Well, I guess it's not raining where you are, Nancy, if you're mowing the lawn. We're expecting some rain.
Yeah, winds, bad winds.
Bad winds and rains. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining on this Wednesday.
And Judy, I think, is from the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Wow, all the way from the Philippines.
What time is it over there right now?
Yeah.
Imagine that's what, probably in the middle of the night or in the early morning? I'm not really sure. Pole Meets World, welcome.
Oh, Pole Meets World.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for joining us today.
Still, can you hear us okay? I mean, if we're fuzzy, well, we probably look better, but I at least want you to be able to hear us.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't lose power, but
still haven't heard if anyone can hear us. I'm hoping you guys can hear us. I'll take a thumbs up. I'll take yes, I can hear you. Before I go on, well, Pole Meets World's from Poland.
Oh, really?
Oh, Belgium. I'm sorry.
Oh, Belgium. Oh, wow. Audio was okay, she said. Okay, thank you, Pole Meets World. Oh, she's from Belgium. That's a cool place. I would love to visit Belgium someday.
Hughes Cruises, okay.
Hughes Cruises says they can hear us.
All right, first news item
that
I pulled out. Airline relief. Well, the government gave a big stimulus package to the airlines. They gave them billions of dollars and told them they could not lay anyone off until October 1st. They were hoping that the package would be renewed, and as far as I know, it has not been. They're still trying to get the government to renew it. So the result of that is 40,000 workers have been, well, they're using both terms, furloughed or laid off.
I just want to welcome in Us Never Them is here, and Nautical Nurse Nancy also said, she says, we're looking and sounding great. Thank you. We like the background too. I love the fall. My favorite time of year.
Okay, let's see. I saw a news alert earlier from a local news channel in Wisconsin that was Nancy on her zero turn. I'm not sure.
What's happened?
No, it's just Blaine.
Oh, Blaine.
Let's see. Let's flash through some of these. So what does everyone think about the airlines? Is that going to start driving prices up? Is it going to make, cancel a lot of flights? I know a lot of you are flying to places like Mexico and stuff like that. I'm wondering if it's going to affect stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm still leery about flying. How about you?
Yeah, we're in that different group too. We definitely won't fly for at least a year.
I think so. We're going to hold off. Definitely.
We will get on a cruise ship.
Definitely get on a cruise ship.
Our goal is for
drive to the port.
Right, we're going to drive to port, and the cruise. We're hoping to get on the cruise by the fall of 2021.
Yes, 2021. Fall of 2021 is our goal for our next cruise. It would be fun to do it over Halloween.
Yeah. Us never them. Are you from, I'm trying to think if you're from New York or are you from this area? The New England area?
Okay, Sean and Casey said our visual is a little distorted, a little blurry for the
Yeah,
visual.
it probably makes you look better, so it's okay. Look younger that way. Yeah, Nancy's flying.
She flies in 18 days? Yeah, I hope the storms settle down too. Hope you have a safe flight.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how these layoffs will affect any of these flights, if they'll cancel them or move them. I think, Nancy, you're going on another, I'm trying to think now. Was it the all-inclusive she was going? No, she wasn't going on the.
Oh, she can let us know.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think what it was. I'd like to think of it as a memory there. So that's the first news. Anyone have anything else to say about the flights? Do you have any current news? Did they decide to give them some money, or are they going to go forward with all these layoffs? All right. Let's see.
Butcher Street. I'm sorry. I hope I said that right.
Thank you very much, Roy and Becky. Ray, I'll explain what that is.
Okay. And BDF.
Welcome, BDF.
Hi, BDF. Thank you for joining us.
Just for a quick recap, we informally talk about travel chat on Wednesdays, and your input is valued greatly. We throw some items out there, and hopefully you can give your point of view, and people will be informed when they walk away from
Boucher. Okay, sorry. It must be French. I was thinking I pronounced that wrong. Thank you. And
yeah, this meetup, I assume, Blaine, you're talking about the one that the nurse Nancy and Anthony are doing. There's a resort near their house, a few hours away from their house, that they're trying to get anyone in the Midwest or anyone willing to get on an airplane, basically, to go out there. It's just a weekend, a Friday to Sunday thing. Sounds like a lot of fun.
So near Nautical Nurse Jansen, we're back to Cancun, all-inclusive resort with a bunch of people, including cruisers. Oh, you go with cruisers. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. I did take French one year. I should have known how to pronounce it.
Welcome, Life is Good Today, Ronnie and Alma. One of you or both of you?
Life is good today.
Well, let's go to the next thing I have jotted down here. For you New Yorkers, earth-shattering news here: the Central Park Boathouse restaurant let go. They had 163 furloughed staff. They let them all go. This is an iconic Central Park Boathouse that had shut its doors in the spring and permanently laid off 163 furloughed staff members. I guess this place is very famous. It's in Central Park. It opened in 1954. Has been featured in movies, including When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, When Harry Met Sally.
Because of the tourism issues, because of the virus, and the crowds not allowed inside, they have not been open since March, even though they have been given the go-ahead to open up now.
Wow.
So, anyone ever heard of that place or been to that place?
Wow.
Another sad thing.
BDF says, in 3 years, it'll be my first visit to Walt Disney World and Universal. My cousin and I will go there to celebrate my 61st. And wow.
The very first visit.
Wow.
You know,
I hope that.
We hope to be hanging around in Florida for 2 or 3 months a year during the winter, become snowbirds. So hopefully we'll be down there when you're down there or anyone else is.
Yeah. That sounds like a fantastic trip. I hope all goes well. Hope it.
Roy and Becky, thank you very much for the raid. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, nice. Roy and Becky. And Going Green Mom is here. Woohoo. Journey with the. Whoops.
I'll put it, Journey with Gingers.
Journey with the Gingers. Hello.
I watched you,
Thank you for
last
joining us.
night at work. You were being interviewed on another channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was at work last night, so I couldn't work.
And I was watching from work. Yeah. I actually was watching the replay at work.
So I wasn't watching anything last night. I was working.
So it sounds like no one's eaten at the boathouse and no one has heard of this boathouse. Next one, and this is an interesting one for you people flying. JetBlue to offer at-home COVID-19 tests JetBlue announced its intention on Tuesday to provide customers with pending flights the option to purchase an at-home COVID saliva test.
Really?
Tests are coordinated for partnership with Vault Health and intended for JetBlue customers. So I don't know if any of you guys are taking JetBlue, but it might be something to look into. The sample, let's see. The price, the samples will be sent to a lab, and they promise to have the results within 72 hours. In an interview with NBC, they said that JetBlue passengers can obtain the test for a discounted price of $143 as opposed to the normal $150. So it's $7 savings. It doesn't seem like a great.
Camping Therapy just joined us. I like that title, and she says we're really blurry. Let me try to adjust the light a little bit.
No, it's the I think it's the internet.
It's our internet.
Yeah, it's a storm coming in. I apologize.
We have a storm coming in, so we were wondering if we were going to lose, internet. But thanks for joining us, Camping Therapy.
I'm hoping it will straighten out a little bit. All right, hopefully you guys can all see this picture.
Did I say hi to Ronnie from Life is Good?
I did.
Oh, you
can
did.
Say it
hi,
again.
Ronnie from Life is Good.
I'm sure he likes being said hi to more than once.
Hope school's going well for you.
Now, if you're interested in how Disney World and other places are dealing with crowds and social distancing, I just thought this was a funny picture to share with you guys. This is the Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China. Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to go to China.
I don't know if you want to see it under this circumstance.
Well, let me see the picture. I'll let you know.
This is the Great Wall. A recent picture of it.
A recent picture of it.
This isn't before the pandemic. This is a recent picture.
Holy moly.
And to prove that it is present, we have a follow-up picture.
Oh, look at that.
That shows a little bit more of a close-up. Look at that, the mask and everything else.
I'd hate to have to go to the bathroom in that kind of situation.
Unbelievable, huh? So if you think there's issues in America with social distancing, don't go to the Berlin Wall.
Holy moly, how long does it take to walk through it all with all those people?
I don't even know anyone know how long the Berlin Wall is?
I used to know that fact, but I don't anymore. Holy moly, what if you really needed to
Well, no, it's just, it's like any tourist attraction. You get on it, you walk around it, but it looks more crowded now. I guess the reasoning it's so crowded is because they just opened up again.
Oh,
I see. Closed with all this.
Do you know what they charge for that? Is there?
I don't even know if they do.
Does anybody been to the China? Has actually seen the Berlin Wall?
Going Green Mom said, "Hi, Nancy."
Hi, Going Green Mom.
I think she's seen the other Nancy though.
Too many Nancy's. Nancy's is a very popular name.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I said the Berlin Wall. I meant the Great Wall of China.
Yeah. I actually saw parts of the Berlin Wall.
I stand corrected.
Do you remember I was talking to a couple of channels that had...
Raley Creative Travels, that's how you go to the bathroom. Wait a minute.
That's right on the screen. That's how you go.
Oh, gosh. Dean Benito saying he's like, no, he's busy peeling potatoes and carrots. What are you making, a beef stew or something? He's multitasking right now.
So that's an interesting. Anyone want to interject anything here? Okay.
So that would be a very a smelly walk through the Great Wall of China.
I know, that's right. Next news item is the cruise situation. Now, there's been a lot of videos. A lot of you have even put out videos on the cruise thing. The interesting thing is that the cruise industry made a lot of noise. I think it was last month that they should have the right to start up in November, and it was November, and made all sorts of comments. And when they were finally, because of the government kind of jumping in instead of the CDC and saying that you're not going to go beyond October and they can start in November, it seems like all of the major cruise lines have now backed down and feel they can't be ready in November. Mm-hmm. So it was an interesting fight that they were doing, and maybe they were doing it knowing they couldn't be ready just to set them up for December. I think all cruises for the major lines for November have been canceled, with the exception of, I heard some rumors that Carnival was going to still try and send out, I want to say 6 ships from 2 ports.
Oh,
But it's more,
ships.
but it's
Wow.
more of a test drive. And from what I understand, a lot of the ships aren't even going to have passengers. They're going to have crew or
Just a trial run.
yeah,
with
kind of
crew.
more of a trial run. So it's not even going to be.
Interesting.
It might not even be. Some of those might not even be a paid cruise.
Wow.
Hey, welcome, Monarch Moments.
Hi, Monarch Moments.
So
Thank you for joining us
that's
today.
that's the latest I have
Wednesday
on the cruising.
afternoon.
Does anyone else have any more information? And like I told you guys before, we are still looking for October cruises for 2021 that have some of you creators on it. So if any of you have any suggestions, or we still want to hear them.
Yeah, it would be
We
so
haven't booked
fun
yet.
if we could hook up with people when we do finally book.
Yep.
I would love that.
So, okay, let's get rid of the Great Wall of China. So anyone, can anyone add anything to the cruise news other than what I just said? Let's see. It's looking a little clearer now.
Yeah, a little clearer, yeah.
You gotta go that one over there.
Yeah, we are expecting some heavy winds and heavy rains today. So far, it's just overcast right now.
Okay.
Right.
Next news item. Unless I get any kind of input on the cruises. Oh, welcome, Hani, from the Beach Life.
Honey, hello, honey.
Well, I'm glad you just dropped in and said hello. Okay, now we are on the. Yeah, that's. I sent you a comment. I sent something to you, Nancy, because I was curious. There was a back-to-back I think you were going to, and I was very curious how one was in.
What?
One was in Baltimore, one was in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And I was curious how you were getting from one port to the other,
Yeah.
if you had some kind of a shuttle thing set up or if you were driving, because you're doing the Sharon at Sea on the 24th, and I thought you had another cruise. I think that's the one on the breakaway out of New York. And I thought you had another one. Let's see.
I'm suddenly having a craving for beef stew.
Also with PDJ.
People are talking about making beef stew out there.
So that's the other one. That's my question.
What is it?
That's with Paradijay. So Paradijay, she's doing on October 18th, and I think that's one out of Baltimore.
Okay.
And then she's doing the 24th with Sharon at Sea out of New York, I think. And yeah, I'm curious how you're getting from port to port if you're driving and just parking at the ports. Because that's an interesting combination, right down our way.
Hani has to leave. He says he's got to get back to work, and he wants everybody to join his live at 8 p.m.
Going to have See the World with Chris.
He's going to have See the World with Chris. All right. We will join you.
All right. Okay, we are driving like cray. Okay, so they must be, geez, so you're going from the Midwest, right? They're driving over to Baltimore.
Oh, we're driving like a crazy.
So you're going from the Midwest to Baltimore, probably leaving your car at the port, I'm guessing, unless you're doing one of those package deals. And then when you get off the ship on the 24th, you're going to jump in your car and shoot up to New York.
Wow.
Do I get that right, Nancy?
We talked about going on a cruise out of Baltimore one time. But
we've talked every year because it's right on that. It's midway between for us to get there.
Right.
Between that and Florida.
Yeah.
We have driven as far as Port Canaveral before. It's a big drive for us.
Oh, that was many years ago. Right. Yeah, many years ago.
So that's probably when we get back in the airplane, we'll go down there or something. I'm not sure how we'll handle that.
Yeah. But we actually flew to Florida. We didn't drive from New Hampshire to Port Canaveral. We flew.
Yeah, but I mean, we've driven so many times to Disney World.
Yeah, many times to Disney.
It was when we had a lot of time off, we could go down there and just spend some time in Florida.
That's right.
I'd like to do a twofer and get Disney World down there too.
I'd love to. I know. Disney World's a great place.
Yes, come see me. I'm not sure if you're talking to us or someone else.
What is this?
I'm assuming that's Sarah. Okay, next news item. Senators ask Trump to end blanket closure of U.S.-Canada border. This is an interesting one. I hadn't heard this one, but the 4 senators from, I guess 2 from each state, from Maine and New Hampshire, are petitioning Trump to drop the border restrictions between the U.S. and Canada on the land, instead of the blanket closure that's going on right now across the whole border, which has been in place since mid-March. Rather than extend the current closure, which has been extended each month and runs through October 21, 4 senators are asking President Trump to apply restrictions on a local basis, given the low risk of significant cross-border transmission. That would be great. Now, I don't think we have anyone in here from Canada. I was hoping Larry might be in here and I could run it by him, but that would be interesting because that would give us both, we could cross over both in New Hampshire and Maine and go into that. And I wonder if that would then allow any kind of East Coast cruise ships to come in. So that expires on the 21st, which today the 7th. So that would be an interesting story to follow. And even though it probably affects us more, it would affect everyone in a way because it would open up.
Yeah. Raley says that he'd love to do a cruise next October, but but planning, but planning the future with, it really is. And then Camping Therapy said they've lost money from canceled trips this year. How do you lose money? I thought they refund you 100%.
Well, no, because I just found this out. I had inquired about booking a Carnival cruise for next October. Yeah. And I was told that Carnival, and you people who are Carnival fans can tell me if this is true, that Carnival is different than the other cruise lines, that they will take, even if they cancel and move your cruise and return the cruise money, they will take a cancellation fee. Oh. They'll take your deposit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they don't give you 100% back.
Wow.
So if you're paying 100 or 2 or
and this
50
is
or
just
100,
Carnival now.
This is what the major lines. I was told that by a travel agent.
So Camping Therapy, yours must have been a Carnival cruise that you had booked that you lost your.
Well, but I don't know the deals on the other ones too. If they cancel, you get it. But I think if you cancel on your own, like you're worried, then you lose money also.
I see. Well, that's too bad. Nobody wants to lose money. That's too bad.
So it's kind of, and that's our fear, Blaine, too, is that we don't want to book all these, and then even if they don't cancel, all of a sudden a couple months before, this virus is still going crazy, and we have to cancel out.
Someone just mentioned that about the cancellation fee.
Let me go back up here. All right, so Camping Therapy. I'm not making any reservations. I've lost money from camping. I assume it's because of the stuff we just described. I'm not sure. Welcome, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. Magnificent.
Welcome,
Jeremy. Magnificent Germany with Darian. Welcome. And somebody.
Blaine said, I thought Canada's PM had to make the determination more. So they just, that's wrong.
I see. That's
wrong. Confused too. If we decided to open up the borders, I thought they would be stricter with our citizens coming into Canada than vice versa. So I'm not sure on that.
Oh, so okay.
Unless they're talking about Trump working out a deal with them. I'm not sure how that would work.
Oh, so Camping Therapy said it was in relation to a campground deposits. Not a cruise. Okay, but that's too bad too. They charge a cancellation fee, but I was unaware of that cancellation fee with Carnival.
I was trying to look into a group cruise down there, and that's what I was told. Going green, Mom. Raising border restrictions would help a lot of the RV crowd wanting to get. Yeah, I know, because a lot of few people are within hours or some probably minutes of the border. And it's a lot we're missing out in Canada right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, welcome. Welcome to Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich. We're just talking current travel chat. And anything you guys can interject would be great.
Canada's population.
I don't go on cruise. Okay, so you don't do any cruises.
10% of USA population from BDF.
It's really funny, just speaking of that. Okay, here's a RV person in on our travel station. We started out as strictly just cruises. We're going to just film our cruises in Disney World. Those are two big loves of ours. And it actually was Danny from Griswold's family and Blaine got me involved with some people from RV community. Real good people. I go to a lot of their lives. And it's interesting how these groups have started to cross over with each other, you know?
Yeah.
You notice a lot of people popping up that are basically RVers that they probably never taken the cruise or never want to take the cruise.
Yeah. I know people that were just itching to go somewhere. They actually rented an RV to take a trip. They've never done it before, but they were going to do it because they wanted to go on a vacation, and they decided to rent an RV and go on a vacation that way.
Pam and Rich agree with Blaine? Okay. Let's see. Hello's going back and forth. Hello's going back and forth. So that's who we stand with the border. Another interesting thing. There's a lot of interesting things popping up in the news now with the holidays coming.
Oh.
You know, I think they want that holiday season for travel, for cruises, for islands, for even though crossing over the border. So
Camping Therapy said she came over today because she did a raid with Roy and Becky's Travels live stream.
And we have been very friendly with Roy and Becky. We go to their station a lot, their channel a lot. Do we have Vanderella is another one, Johnny's Journey. And then, oh God, there's a whole list. Yeah. And I don't want to start naming them off beyond that because I know I'll leave someone out.
Yeah.
But the great sites.
Yep.
Okay, so I will next comment here. We are thinking Tampa Port will be shut down still spring. Yeah, I have a friend in Canada he books 3 or 4 cruises a year, and he's got, I guess Tampa, I was always wondering why they do the smaller ships out of Tampa. I think it's the Jade he was on. And I guess there's a bridge, someone can help me out there. There's a bridge or something that when you leave the port, the biggest ships won't be able to cross under it. So most cruise lines, from the rumors I hear, are just going to try and run their bigger ships out because if they're only running 50% capacity, right, you're going to get more on the bigger ship. Right. And it's easy to keep distancing too.
Right.
Welcome to the stations.
Camping Therapy said campgrounds are full every weekend. I believe it.
Now, a lot of the videos I see,
it's hard to get reservation on weekends.
They leave spaces and there's, for the social distancing. Is that gone away now? Are they basically filling every site? And to answer my question, it is the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Okay, so Pam and Rich, that's
Sunshine Skyway Bridge
that the cruise ship. I guess the bigger cruise ships can't get under. Oh. I always noticed when we did the last 3 we went out to New York?
Yeah, we did the last 3. Yeah.
And boy, what an impressive going down the Hudson River, right?
Hudson River, going under the
Verrazano Bridge.
Yes, I mispronounced that, I'm sure.
You almost feel you could touch it if you stood on top.
Oh, that was really cool. Yeah.
Have any of you sailed out of New York yet?
That was really cool going under it. Yeah, I felt like you were going to crash into it. It was really cool. See, that and seeing the Statue of Liberty, I absolutely loved.
Camping Therapy says filling every site. Okay, so now they've gone away from the every other site type of thing, and they're filling everything. So they're going capacity. Yeah. I guess they got to, at least on the East Coast here, they got to do it before the winter comes in, right? Blaine says, I think they fill each site because most, that's true too. I don't know if there were restrictions and they weren't allowed to, but you would think that would still qualify for social distancing. The Incognito, I spent more than half a year in a campground that is a condo and mostly glamping. In a campground that is a condo. So you buy, that's interesting. So you buy your site, is that what it is? Or you actually buy the camper that's on the site? How does that work, Dee?
That's interesting.
And Pam and Rich answering Blaine, we have heard nothing about when we can expect to return to work there. The legend, we have heard nothing on that. I I reading it wrong, or do you guys, Pam and Rich, do you work for the cruise line?
Oh, thanks,
You could give us some
Artie.
inside information if you did.
Our destinations, yes. The fall here in New Hampshire is really pretty. I love this time of year.
Okay. So Dee owns a lot, so they buy a lot like you with a condo.
Oh, you would? That's interesting.
And you probably pay, I would imagine if we were to do it, we pay condo fees, you must pay a fee, and that gives you, guessing your water and electricity, and maybe storage if you buy that kind of a lot.
So you buy your lot.
So you could probably bring any kind of rig you get on it.
Yeah.
You know, go weekends or just put a bigger one on there.
Interesting. Yeah.
Tyler, yes, there was a bridge in Tampa. At least we will be getting an RCI ship in Tampa year round now. RCL, I'm sorry, not RCL.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to think what ship is leaving. I know NCL has a couple ships, small ships that leave. What's the ship, Tyler, that leaves out of there leaves from Tampa?
Let's see.
Yeah, Rich, as soon as we hear the legend, we'll let you know. Hello from the Gingers. And how cool D from Nancy.
Okay. Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich says they do not work for the cruise line. Most of the people that board you work for another company such as ours, Intercruises. Okay.
Condo fee and taxes we pay, yeah. So it's like owning the condo, except you own that little plot. Well, water and storage, and it's free. Okay. If you like the campground, that's a great way to go.
That's a fantastic way.
What state do you have your camp? I'm just curious if you can use it year round, if it's very seasonal. Pam Rich with Brilliance will be here over the summer of 20. Okay.
Brilliance. What cruise line is that?
I think that's RCL. I think that's
RCL?
An older ship, if I'm not mistaken.
RCL. With RCL being?
The Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He said his trailer is nicer than his home.
That's nice.
Yeah, sounds wonderful.
It's brilliant to see those year round from Tampa. We have wanted to go out of Tampa. In fact, we were looking at the Jade for this past October, if you remember. That was going to be our fall trip. We think of going down because that's about the same distance drive as Port Canaveral. So we were debating it. And our friend from Canada, he had that cruise booked, and we were thinking of hooking on with him. But as we all know, everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. CL.
Would you want to do Royal Caribbean at some point?
I'd love to do Royal Caribbean.
Okay, because I know we've only done NCL. We've done Carnival many years ago, but Royal Caribbean.
We did Carnival 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
And then we've done mostly NCL because of the logistics.
Yeah.
And we'd love to do a Royal Caribbean. I wasn't going to do Carnival again for a while, but we've been with all these people on YouTube going on it and praising it, and the biggest ships, we are definitely leaning on giving that a try. So Royal Caribbean, that, and MSC is on our list.
Oh, too. MSC, yes. I definitely want to do MSC.
And when we do,
that's on my list.
We do Alaska, maybe we'd go through Princess because they're supposed to have some great cruises on the West Coast from there.
Got to get Alaska done. It's on my bucket list.
Okay, so we have, I'll jump on to our next news item, which is Hard Rock Hotels ranked as a top performing hotel brand. They're ranked number one in the category of upscale guest room.
Oh, wow.
With many guests praising the room's luxurious and stylish decor, as well as room cleanliness and unique amenities. Each Hard Rock Hotel property features an array of signature brand offerings.
Wow.
We have gone around.
We toured it.
Yeah. We've gone many times. We've gone into the restaurant part, but we have never stayed there.
No.
We have friends that stay there, and they said they had one of the pools that had a sand. It was a sand beach going into the pool.
Oh, right.
And they had underwater water pumped in.
Underwater music.
Music.
Underwater water. Well, you know.
Well, probably both.
Yeah, and speaking of music, Eddie Van Halen passed away at 65 years old. He was one of the world's greatest guitarists. Good old Eddie Van Halen.
So have any of you stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel, and do you agree? Do you like it a lot? Is it something to recommend? I know I saw a couple of videos recently of people that stayed there. Any input from you people on the channel right now? The Incognito Township closed us down from November 1 to March 1 because people were using the school system. Oh, that's sneaky.
Wow.
We can still come from Friday to Monday in the winter and extended days. Where are you located? Are you in a warmer state, or is it one of these things where you have to do winter camping, in the snow? But that's interesting. So they were open year round, but people were taking advantage of it.
Wow.
As residency.
Yeah.
Right? That sneaky, but people won't think of, huh?
The Incognito said they're located on the Delaware Bay and shore area of New Jersey.
Okay, cheapy. Delaware. Okay. So you get cold enough winters, not as bad as up in New Hampshire here, but you get some cold winters too.
So Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich says they're employed by Intercruises that provide port service, mostly part-time. Okay, that sounds like interesting work.
So that's basically non-existent right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
And this is located there. Let's see. Oh, this is in acknowledgement to Van Halen to you.
Van Halen?
Yeah, one of the best guitar Monarch Moments.
Yeah, Eddie. God rest. R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen.
At least here in Florida, Tampa prices are insane. So it's very expensive.
So Golden Green Mom wants to know what happens to the full-timers. She's asking Dee about what happens to the full-timers.
Okay, so I have 3 that stay. Okay.
They have 3 that stay here for security.
Directed to you, Dee.
Interesting. Okay.
So has anyone stayed in Hard Rock Cafe? Wants to give us just a quick opinion on their stay, or if they recommend that we look into that next time we're down in Florida. I guess that would be the spot we would.
Your friend stayed there.
Look at.
You had one friend that stayed there.
Well, we also, there was a video out there from, I can't remember what creator, but they stayed there too.
Oh, I see.
And I guess the one in, I don't know if I'm right here, but the one in, I want to say Orlando, has like a little water park attached to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's in Orlando or further south. Never stayed at the Hard Rock Cafe, but the cafe's good. Yeah, they're great if you're into any kind of music. Just the decor alone is worth going in there for a drink.
Oh, Nancy said there's a Hard Rock Cafe in Cancun.
Haven't stayed there.
No.
Didn't we hit one on one of the islands? There was a Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh,
I might be confused with Margaritaville, because we found that we had a great day. In fact, we were afraid to leave the port in Jamaica, and we weren't even going to leave the ship. And we had a great day.
That was wonderful.
We met a couple of friends of people we were talking about from Canada, and at the Margaritaville, where you can sit right there on the deck, order drinks. There's a pool there you can swim in, and there's a beach right there, so you can make a day of it.
It was very nice, very relaxing, and I like the beach. And
Going Green, we have a couple that stay at our campground for security and update and such. Yeah, it's almost like the person you have at an apartment complex or something that just kind of stays there. Probably does odd jobs too, keeps the place going.
Yeah. What else we have here?
No full-timers at port for cruising, just port people that provide other services, cruising people. They have been off since March. That is so sad. So sad.
Hard Rock Seminole, just north of Miami, is nice. Saw a concert there. Would love to stay there.
Golden Green Mama's eating at the Hard Rock in Paris.
Ooh, Hard Rock in Paris, and there's one in Seminole. That
Hard Rock Seminole, just north of Miami.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Saw a concert there.
And then
welcome. I didn't even see you sneak in here, Eric. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome.
Hi, Eric. And then Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich said Tampa Hard Rock is so expensive for a room. I bet it is.
Yeah, I remember when we looked at the one at the Universal Studios. That was one we had looked at. Yeah. That was very expensive.
Very expensive.
While I have a moment, and before I forget again, before I go on to the next news item, if you are a creator you can please put hashtag creator in the chat while we have this many people. And if you do not belong or know these channels, take a look at them. If you like them, subscribe. But at least give them a shot. We always check at the end of our live for anyone that's new to us, and we go over to the station ourselves, so we're not just saying it. Getting back to the chat.
Back to the chat.
Someone made a reference to us, Eric.
Okay.
John Nancy, hope you're well too. We are, Eric. Thank you, and I hope you're doing
well.
He does a lot of great traveling.
Yeah.
You pop up a lot of good land. His videos show a lot of good land adventures.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay, Monarch Moments. Yeah, same as Blaine. The restaurant we went to at the Hard Rock Cafe was good. We would usually walk through the Hard Rock in Lake Tahoe when we used to go out there. See, they're doing everything on the West Coast, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And just to run through the creators that posted, creator Going Green Mom, creator Blaine at Raley Creative Travel, Magnificent Germany with Darian creator. Whoops.
Journey with the Gingers creator.
Hold on, I skipped. It keeps jumping on me.
Oh, okay.
Eric Travel Adventures, Eric B. Yep. Camp and Therapy. Monarch Moments.
Travel Adventures with Eric B. Going Green.
Journey with the Gingers. Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich. BDF. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Gotta keep editing. I know, that's the toughest thing to do. I keep telling people, for every minute I put online, I spend an hour and a half to 2 hours of editing and everything else I have to put into it and searching the internet for pictures or whatever. Okay, I think I got to the end of that. Hey, Arian, how you doing?
I'm not sure if Going Green Mom is a creator. I might have.
Yes, I already read that.
She did. Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. All right, move on from Hard Rock. The next one, now this is good. This is good for anyone. I just found out about this, but especially if you're in Florida. Universal, I'm going to read the whole thing because I think it's good news. Universal Orlando Resort offers free park passes. Visitors to Universal Orlando Resort will receive 3 free park passes after purchasing the theme park's 2-day, 2-park ticket. So for the price of a 2-day park hopper ticket, guests will get to enjoy the parks for up to 5 days. Wow. Guests can purchase tickets at this price now through January 6, 2021, and the tickets can be used from now until August 6th of next year. The promotion is open to all U.S. residents. For Florida residents, you get an extra perk. They receive an additional offer with the parks buy a day, visit every day through December 24th free. So I guess if you buy 1 day right now, you can go for the whole, it's almost like a season pass, but it ends on December 24th.
Wow.
So.
Going Green Mom said, I'm more homesteading than travel, but want to eventually buy a campground and focus towards slow travel and sustainability. Wow, that's a great goal. Hope that comes to fruition for you, Going Green Mom.
Okay, let me put this. Make sure you watch the videos from these creators. Absolutely, Blaine. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed to us, please do. Give us a thumbs up or say something nice about us.
So that's an interesting promo that Universal.
Isn't that a great promo?
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
I think you almost wish we talked about going to Florida. I think you almost say, let's go down there and just go to Universal for a week.
I think Sailing Away with T&K came back recently from Universal, or they're going to Universal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know they mentioned it on one of their.
Yes, they could see someone there live.
Yeah, I don't know if they've already been. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if you've already been, or are you planning on going?
Going Green, I am more homesteading than travel.
Yeah, I already read
want
that.
to eventually buy campground focus. Yeah, that would be fun. Let us know if you ever buy one. We used to camp. I mean, we haven't camped in many, many years, but we used to camp. Well, I grew up camping. We started in a pop-up tent trailer. Then we went to a hard trailer, tow trailer. And then we get married and we camped quite a bit with the kids in a tent.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a tent downstairs if anyone's looking for a tent. And we haven't camped since.
Who knows what it looks like.
I bought a timeshare. That kind of sealed the fate. And we use timeshare every year.
Yeah.
And then we got hooked on the cruising. So
yeah. So bye-bye camping, but we did have fun. We
Yeah.
really did.
I would go to a campground and stay in a cabin, I guess, right? Yeah, Darian, busy but good, doing work at school.
Oh, I
all
think,
crammed at home, trying to do things right.
Raley said they're going for Christmas or right before. I think he's talking about sailing away with T&K Universal, I believe.
No, he's probably talking about him. Is he saying they?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it is there. You were right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they haven't been, so that would apply to them, that
Yeah.
that would apply to
Hopefully
them.
they already buy their tickets.
I know.
We started she started with a pop-up too.
Really?
Pop-up is it's a great way to start if you're not into, if you don't like camping and being on the ground. The worst part about being in a tent is coming in with wet feet or carrying dirt in. Anything that
Yeah.
puts your foot off the ground is great because then you can wipe your feet off and just step in.
Yeah.
And Going Green is going to let us know when she buys her campground.
I think our longest camping trip was a week, and that was in the Adirondacks. That was
The Lake George, right?
Yeah, we camped there for a week.
It's hot today, 92 with a heat index at 96.
Where?
It is awful today.
Where
Not
is this?
playing. This is down in Tampa.
Tampa. Oh.
We've definitely gotten in the fall. We haven't gone above 65, 70
Yeah.
since camping here too. Used to go at least once a year. Yep, bye camper for us too. I know.
Oh, yeah.
We get spoiled, Monarch Moments,
certainly
don't
do.
we? Just don't want to. The thing I hate most about camping, it's not the obvious things. It's that I would pack about 10 times the amount of stuff in my car.
Yeah.
I remember having to bring my pickup truck once way back, and the thing was loaded with electric cords and all
We had a lot of
sorts
fun.
stuff.
I'm glad we did it, but we're on to bigger and better trips.
I just got a tiny 4x8 camper, but I don't think I'm keeping it. I want one that I could stand up in. I thought it would be okay, but camped in it past weekend, it's really small. Yeah, but you know what? If you're just starting out or you just want to get off the ground, like I had said, any size is fine as long as I can lay on a dry mattress, for the night, because you can spend most of your time outside. But
I have back problems, so that's another reason why we kind of didn't camp anymore, because even though we had a blow-up air mattress, it wasn't very comfortable for me. So, I mean, I did enjoy camping, but as I got older and my back became more of a problem, I just didn't like the camping as much.
We used to camp more often, but got hooked on cruising, got spoiled, still have a fifth wheel. That's funny. That's the thing too. It's like you can only spend so much time traveling between money and time off.
Yeah.
We did the same. We were doing Disney every other year for how many years? You always have the math in your head.
Well,
15 years or something like that.
We started when my son was 1 and he's now 25. So,
we stopped 6 yeyears ago?
We stopped 6 years ago.
And that was because we got hooked on cruising.
Yeah.
But now we want to combine the two. But that kind of leaves camping out of it. Something about being in a nice hotel bed or on a cruise ship cabin is a
my back
little
thanks me
different
for
at
that.
this point. We did our time in there.
Yeah, nothing against camping because we did have a lot of fun.
Papa Drew wants us to say, can you please say, park the car on the curb, please?
Park the car on the curb?
Did I pass? Well, I don't think I got you, Papa Drew. Welcome.
Oh. Well, the first time I went to Vegas, somebody asked me to say, can you say park the car in Harvard Yard for me? I said,
Nurse Nancy used to always comment on our pretend accent that we know we don't have. And she hasn't lately, so I think it's grown on her. She's probably used to it at this point. Going Green, we bought a lot in 1982. They bought it.
Oh, really?
Up the road, there was a small campground for sale way back for only $78,000. Someone bought it and turned it into a home with some nice ground. Wow. I guess be at the right place, right time.
Yeah.
John, good way to put it. Get older, energy level goes down. Don't want to pack.
Yeah.
Spoiled, yeah. No, I'm not really. I don't know if it's the energy, because when we go on our trips, we're fairly energetic. So I don't think that's it. I think the lazy part is really it. If I want to be truthful, just bring it. Remember the stuff we put in the living room?
Oh, yeah.
We would have a pile of
Yes.
junk and then have to bring it out into the car.
Oh, my gosh.
And the food. Remember you had to bring like food too. Which,
Yeah, you
of course,
did.
you don't have to do on the cruise ship.
Well, you did all the packing. I just, you were good though. You did a very good job. I got all the kids' stuff packed, but you did all the packing of the car.
Blaine is a proven popper of your question. Oh, Q's Cruises is back. Creator. Sorry we lost power. Major storm.
Oh.
Okay, so you're in New York. Like I told you, we got notice that we were going to get hit hard between 2 and midnight, and we haven't been hit yet.
Not yet.
I'm just crossing my fingers. If you could keep the storm there for a little while longer, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, it's getting a little
They are
dark
another
out here.
great creator. Please check them out. Sarah and Bob. Cruising sounds much better than camping. Yeah, it does. Friends from the UK.
Friends from the UK.
Welcome. I'm assuming it's KP. We are in the middle of just chatting up the news.
Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? She wants to know. Okay, wait. She's okay. We're gonna have to. Ellen. Okay. We stopped Disney 3 years ago, but went every year. I miss it.
Yeah,
it's gotten extremely pricey. Absolutely. In fact, the way we're talking about doing it again is when we can do 2 trips in 1 year, kind of like planes plan on doing. So we can get the seasonal pass, because if you don't get a seasonal pass.
And the last time we went, we used your timeshare. That was the last time we used for staying, so we wouldn't have a timeshare. Yeah, it would be interesting. Where would you like to stay? Would you like to stay at one of the Disney hotels?
I don't know. We'd have to look at it. Nancy, I don't know if you're talking to us, but we don't have an accent. Hey, the KP. I assume it's KP. And here's wishing you safe. Is it still coming down? You said you just got your electricity back.
Oh, wow.
Is it still storming there?
Yeah. It is getting dark here. If we look out the window, it's getting very dark.
Papa Drew misses the snow. So you...
Really?
So where did you live in this part of the country?
Are you a skier?
Where are you now? You know, we always say, you hear people going south when they retire. And we know we don't want to go south full time.
No.
We want to be snowbirds, and we want to go to Florida or somewhere warm for 3 or 4 months, cruise, explore the area.
Yeah.
And I love the seasons in New Hampshire.
I do too.
4 seasons are nice.
I mean, I used to like the winter more when I downhill skied, but I still like the winter.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but the thing is, if you don't have to go out to work, just sitting in the porch, look out the windows at the snow coming down is really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty.
Thank you. That tree was just taken. We have a video coming out on our foliage walk.
Yeah.
But, those were taken in one of our walks in New Hampshire. Foliage wasn't as good this year.
Not as good, but we got some decent pictures.
Hey, there's no such thing as a little video. We all appreciate people watching and commenting. Yeah. If we keep each other going, that's the way to survive. Can't run a channel without supporters, right?
That's right.
Blaine's got to sneak out. Thank you, Blaine, for moderating for us and dropping in today. Another hello. Let's see, skip down here. I hate the way this jumps. I think there must be a way to control it. Energy to walk from your cabin to the pool on the ship, and energy pack, all the camping gear in the... See, you're going to have to see us someday on a cruise ship or on an island. You're more energetic. I would be on the volleyball court on an island all day. We'd snorkel constantly. We
do love snorkeling.
We aren't just a type that just sits down. No. In fact, if you look back at some of our videos, we actually track the miles that we walk on the given day, each day of a cruise. And it's
Well,
usually over 10 miles a day,
Well,
right?
the more active we are, the more we can eat. So
Well, that's the
how
other
we
theory.
figure it.
That is the other theory, but you don't have to mention that part. Well, it looks like they're going to get hit again.
Oh, wow.
Hughes Cruises first round is over. Looks like we're going to get round 2. All right, just hold it there a little while longer, please. I never thought I had an it means accent, but everyone not from the South can tell I'm from the South quickly. See, now you agree with me, Eric. The accents of people from the South and the West. New England is basically the way.
Everybody should talk.
That's right. Rich, Killington was awesome in Mount. So those are 2 great mountains.
Oh, that was our last ski trip. We were 31 years old. We went to Killington, Vermont, and then we decided we weren't into skiing as much. We spent more time in the bar than we did on the slope.
Yeah.
Oh, we enjoyed ourselves though.
That's the way I feel, Nancy. Yeah, because you get them what you are too. We get nailed with the snow. I don't mind looking at it. It's kind of nice if we don't have to drive in it. Of course, the fall and the spring have their own values, and they're not summers, not as rough as Florida and Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would like to stay here through January 1st and then go down south for a while. So we get all the holidays and get a little taste of the snow and everything else.
Yeah, that would be the perfect scenario to do it that way.
Okay, so Going Green Mom, she grew up in Tennessee, lives in Indiana now.
Oh, really?
Don't really have an accent. Pick up, well, yeah, you probably have a little bit of everything. A melting pot of accents.
Oh.
Pam and Rich, my wife grew up in Tennessee and not lose hers yet.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny when I listen to a lot of these channels and they've been in their present location for many years and they still have a very strong accent. Not going to need to. I just wish the winter wasn't as long. Maybe if the summer and winter. Yeah, you're right about that, Hughes. Now, are you actually in Syracuse or on the outskirts of it? Because I think Syracuse gets a decent amount of snow up there, right?
I think they do.
Are they close enough? They're not close enough to get any kind of lake effect snow, are they?
Not really sure.
I have limited mobility, take a wheelchair or scooter cruising. I miss being young. Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh, Family Create. Welcome.
Hi, Family Create.
Another one from the UK.
Oh, wow.
Family Create. Meet, is it KJ? I get the initials wrong.
KP?
KP, I'm sorry. KP, meet Family Create. We moved when I was 13. My parents weren't Southern. I heard my godkids when they were little and they were the impossible Southern drawl. That's funny. Once upon a time, I was in good shape, like lovely Nurse Nancy. Putty. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Like the Four Seasons. Oh, I'm going to let you say the name.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I need
because you pronounced it correct last time, and I got it.
Oh, Hugh Studio.
Welcome.
Hello. I think I said that right.
No, last time you said it right.
I hope I said that right.
Okay, we are in Syracuse over 100 inches of snow. Okay, so they like us. They get nailed.
Yeah.
Are you near any of the lakes? Do you get any kind of lake effect, or is it strictly just the northeasterners like we do? Oh, we've got Dirt Diggers UK. So 3 from the UK today.
3
Welcome.
from the UK. All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Okay. Now we are going to we're looking for something fun to do, and I think we won't do this whole list.
KBJ Florida is here. I don't think I welcomed them earlier. Hello.
That's the one from the UK.
Oh, that's the one from the UK. Sorry, I misunderstood that. Okay.
Life is. We're just going to do a fun little thing here, and when we're done, anyone wants to come up, you could come up. But we went on the internet and just got some weird laws, traveling to other countries, some weird laws. We thought we'd share them at you. You could tell us if you think they're lies, because I'm going to take them as gospel unless proven different.
Okay.
First one, Nance, I'm going to throw it out
First
there.
one. Okay.
These are weird travel laws. You can be fined and jailed for these.
Okay, the first one says it's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. I'd be put in jail for that. I chew gum all the time.
So anyone's been to Singapore?
That would be.
And if you do, don't chew gum there.
This is an interesting one too. Canadian radio stations must play Canadian artists.
I don't think we have anyone. Do we have anyone from Canada? Wow. I'd be curious to see if that's true. This actually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
D. Incognito said that's true, and I'm assuming you mean the chewing gum part.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one is for, if Darian's still out there. Darian, it's illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn. Have you done that before? And you get fined or actually can you
is that true, Darian, or have you ever heard of that?
Have you ever heard of that, Darian?
Run out of gas.
Yeah, illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn.
Hold on one moment.
D. Incognito says no gum.
I haven't been there, but I think it is legal to chew it outside. It was created to avoid gum and sidewalk.
That makes sense.
Some of these rules, they seem bizarre, but they actually have, I was looking through them, they actually have logical reasons for it. Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, who wants to step on gum on the sidewalk, especially in the hot weather?
You can't clean it up.
Oh, yeah.
You see sidewalks that have them just completely covered and the sun bakes it in.
Yeah.
So the gum, we did the radio stations. I guess there's no one from Canada in the house.
This one's weird. Who would want to do this? It says it's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland. Why would you want to hike naked?
Well, it's just telling you not to, I guess. So if anyone is going hiking, I know there's a lot of hikers out there, a lot of RV people. If you go to Switzerland, keep the clothes on.
Yeah. No birthday suits in Switzerland when you're hiking.
There's a couple of responses to that. Dangerous as hell to run out of gas on the Autobahn. I imagine that's a name for the highway in Germany.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, Darian said yes, but I had never run out of gas on the Autobahn. Not allowed. However, it is a true law.
It is a true law.
And I guess that's for the logical part of that would be if you stall out in the middle of it, you're going to cause a major pileup. So make sure you fill your tank before you get on the Autobahn, right?
Yeah, and you have to go a certain speed. I don't know if it's 90 miles per hour. I don't know. Darian can correct me on that, but you have to maintain a certain speed on the Autobahn, and I think it's like, I want to say 90, but I'm not sure.
Okay, and then Going Green says Singapore is very clean. Well, hence the no bubble gum on the sidewalks, right?
Yeah, Going Green Mom says we have a National Naked Gardening Day.
We have a National Naked Gardening Day.
When is that? Hope it's in the summer.
We'll have to check with our national professional there that we have in on our live on Sundays and see if there's any truth to that, or if she knows when that is. I'm sure there's truth to it.
Right. It must be in the summer if you're gardening anyways. But anyways.
Let's see. Hold on.
May, she said. Yeah. Okay.
Really long way to go to Singapore. We've never been overseas like that. It'd be interesting to see that. So May is naked. What is it now? Naked Gardening Day for any gardeners up there.
If you want to get naked and garden, you do it in May. But you might get bit by a few, up here in May in New Hampshire, we have black flies. You wouldn't want to go gardening naked up here in May with the black flies, AKA May flies.
Yeah, so that's the reason we don't garden naked in May. Let's see.
Yeah.
She
said National Hiking Day is in June.
Day is June 21st. Okay,
so that's the first day of summer, right?
So you can garden naked in May, and if you haven't had enough, you can go on a nice long hike in June, right? Something to mark on our calendar.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Singapore. Singapore is high on my bucket list. It seems so beautiful. How many of you have gone to Singapore? Has anyone gone to Singapore?
No.
That would be an interesting country to go to. Green Mama, okay, later. Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of mosquitoes there.
Oh, I think Monarch
Thank
Moments.
you, Chelsea, for the fun stream. I remember not to go hiking nude. I will remember to share that out to others and mention you guys. Yeah, we would appreciate it. We are the ones responsible for bad burns and sun blisters on parts of the body that people don't want to be exposed and other things. Thank you for joining us, Monarch Moments.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, Monarch.
Okay, why don't you read the next one then?
It's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I know.
If you look at the pictures and video of that place,
Yeah.
in fact, they say it's illegal, but isn't that all you see is people feeding them?
You do.
Oh, no, that's not Venice, so I'm thinking of Rome, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say, when I went to Rome, we were feeding the the pigeons, and I believe it was St. Marco's Square. This was many, many years ago, so I could have that wrong, but I remember feeding the pigeons, and I think it was in St. Marco's Square.
Okay. One time we went to Singapore, stopped by in Russia, then went to Vietnam. Wow. It's 30 hours. Yeah, but those are layovers. Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't get to see all those countries. It sounds be an interesting trip, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Darian says there are speed limits in certain areas, such as huge curves, close to townships, etc. However, you must maintain a flowing speed.
A flowing speed. That's what I thought. Okay, very interesting.
So it's
yeah,
probably higher than our speed limits.
Oh, definitely.
Over here.
I would think. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you want to read the next one then.
Okay.
This is an interesting one for you Disney fans.
Don't wear your Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland. Well, I got rid of all my Winnie the Pooh t-shirts, so I can visit Poland. I mean, and I have.
You gotta keep them in your suitcase.
No, I don't have them anymore, but I love Winnie the Pooh. What is the reasoning for that?
You know,
so we do have who is from Poland? It was it.
No, I sorry, that was Bulgaria.
Oh, it was Belgium. That's what it was.
Oh, my memory, huh?
Yes, okay. So what is the reasoning for that? Don't wear your Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland? Oh, that's weird.
I don't know.
All right.
Well, why don't you do this one more, and then if anyone wants to come up, they can. If not, right. We'll just call it a day. So why don't you read one more? Oh,
men must wear Speedos on French beaches.
Now, Ronnie, you still in the house here? I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, this is good for you. You must wear a Speedo. Was it French?
On French beaches. Oh, you have to wear a Speedo if you're on a French beach.
You have to wear one. Okay, so it's mandatory to wear a Speedo on French beach.
Men must wear Speedos on French beaches.
Very interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
That's the areas you're going. Okay. Now, why don't you save the rest for next Wednesday's live?
We'll stop there.
My friend always tells me you have a little poo on your shirt. I know. That joke will never go out of style.
Oh, gosh.
Before we cut off, I'd like to know, would anyone want to come up here and just promote your channel a little and chit-chat for 5 minutes? If not, that's fine. We'll just talk a little bit here until... Actually, I should put the link in there now, so if someone wanted to. This is the link, and we'll just leave it up for about 5 minutes, and if no one comes up, let's see. Okay. Oh, good. Ronnie is in the house. Good. So that law was made for you. So if you can't get in Speedo shape over in Florida for your next trip, you can always go to France, and they'll accept you with open arms.
Yeah, because you have to wear one regardless if you're in shape or not. That must be interesting. If you're a man, you have to wear a Speedo. No matter what age or what weight.
Well, all the guys,
all shapes and sizes must wear Speedos and on a French beach.
No, we appreciate you coming up last time, Nancy. I realize you can't do it every time. Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of channels that are going through the Speedo thing, thinking they're going to get in shape when the cruises finally come back. Well, but I got to say, Ron, you're the one of the few ones I see constantly walking. I think he goes out and walks every day.
He does, yeah.
that seems unfair. Now, is she talking about the men law, or I mean, the sure women can wear Speedos. It's just mandatory for the guys. So let's see. Where's the?
Oh, here.
That's for the market. The house things, guys. Okay, that's all right. We'll try and do it.
Golden Green Mom says some of us might not like to see Speedos. Well, you have to avoid French beaches because that's all that the men wear.
Right. Okay, well, next time we'll try and do it a little earlier in the show. I think next Wednesday we'll start off with the news and then give a few more of these laws that we didn't get to, and then maybe try and bring anyone up that wants to come up. So Darian, maybe you can prepare for next Wednesday. We're going to try and go 2:00 next Wednesday also, right? For another live of travel chat. And then our next Sunday live is a week from Sunday, right?
Yep.
I forget what the date is. So if you haven't, give us some thumbs up, subscribe, watch our videos, and thank you very much for coming up. Some of you, don't be afraid. Maybe next week you might want to come up and just talk to us a little bit. It's always nice seeing people face to face. So anything you want to say, Nance, before we say goodbye here?
No, thank you all for joining us. I hope you have a great afternoon. And remember, stay young, have fun. Bye.
Have a good one.